welcome back to Mariana Mass Books. My name is Mariana and today I am here with the All My Pink Decks tag, which is a VR2. I will put the name of the channel on screen. I have seen the videos at Pure Red Velvet and Second Thoughts About the Mission and Tarot Magpie and Three Witches Tarot. I think those are the ones that I have seen, and ever since I saw it I wanted to film it because I could think of a lot of decks that I have that I wanted to show you that are all Marseille decks, specifically either Marseille or classic or historical decks. So I thought it was a cool focus for the tag, so that's what we are going to do. I feel like maybe the focus of the camera is too close but I'm going to show you a lot of small decks, so I'm going to leave it like that for the time being, and then if I need to I will open the focus. My relationship with the color pink is interesting because I feel like for the longest time I actually avoided the color pink because it's the color that people associated me with. I am very introverted and I am seemingly a very quiet person, which if you've seen my videos you can assume that I am not, because I like to talk a lot, but I come across that way because I am very introverted. And so I feel like people have always associated me with someone like soft and quiet and like very pinky, and so because of that I've always I always growing up try to stay away from pink. Currently my favorite color is brown, and I feel like I like in my clothing and in my life I prefer darker colors, but I do feel like, and maybe this has something to do with the fact that I am a millennial, and maybe the whole millennial pink actually got its claws in me. I don't know, but now I am very drawn to pink, and I feel like it happened very organically, and it's not something that I even realized until very recently, that I do have a lot of pink things, even pink clothing, pink makeup. So whatever it was, you know, be it my millennial pink DNA or whatever it is, here we are. I have a lot of pink decks and I want to show them to you because they are all Marseille or classic tarot. If you've seen videos from me before, you know that my favorite decks are Marseille and historical and classic. Actually my favorite ones are Italian decks, but you know, like the classical historical decks, those are my favorite. And because of that I really love channels, historical deck channels, but for some reason they don't really participate in like the fun tarot tube tags. So I want to change that, you know, I want to participate in fun tarot tube tags with my historical decks. So that's what I'm doing today. So I'm going to show you different types of decks, and I'm going to start with the one non-Marseille but Pip deck that I have because it's the only entirely pink deck that I have, and so it fits perfectly. So I'm going to start with that one. And this is the OK Tarot, the simple deck for everyone by Adam J. Kurtz. And yeah, so this one is entirely pink, and it's my only deck that is entirely pink. So it comes in this two-part box, and I have etched it in pink because, as you can see, the backs are solid pink and the fronts are also solid pink. And how do I want to do this? I think I do have the camera too close, but it's just perfect to see the cards. I hate when the camera is too far away and you can't see the cards in detail. The lighting makes this seem cooler pink than it is. It's a different pink that you can see in camera. That's all I'm going to say. So the cards, as you can see, are very minimalistic, and it is a pip deck. So the pips are like this, and then these are the chords. So for instance, this is the page, this is the emperor. The majors are just like this, the magician, the okay, so here's another chord, the king of pentacles, another pips. These are the cups, the major, the moon. See, this is the queen. The crown is different than the crown of the king. So this is the crown of the king, this is the crown of the queen. And let's find a knight. So pips, page. The pages have the pillow, as you saw, the king with this crown. This is the high priestess, the hanged man. I really like this one, it's really funny. The tower. Okay, here's a knight. So the knights have this shield, and as you can see, if you have here laid out, so it actually reads quite nicely. As you can see, it does have like the progression, the movement. Even though it's very simple, there is some card interaction, and there are sometimes hands that will come out of like a card, I don't know, like let's say this one. So you would have like certain directionality, certain interaction. So even though it's very minimalistic, it is also very readable, and what concerns us today, very pink. And it comes with this little white book that is also very simple but really nice. Just keywords for each card. I really enjoy this deck. So this is the OK Tarot, the simple deck for everyone. Next, I'm going to show you, maybe it's a bit counterintuitive to this tag, but next I'm going to show you the decks that have pink backs but not necessarily pink fronts. And that is because those are the ones that I already have out. Okay, so this is something funny because they, like all the tags that I have seen, and I think also in the original video it was mentioned that some decks are not necessarily pink, but they have pink energy. And I do think that the backs do give sometimes that energy. And in the case of my decks that have pink backs, I do feel like they feel pink to me, whether they are pink in the front or not. And what I mean when I say they feel pink is that they feel soft. I do feel like pink energy to me is very soft, and the ones with pink backs do end up getting like a soft quality. So that would be the case for the next deck, which I actually keep in this little pouch that has a pink lining, so it goes perfectly with the bags, and I feel like that might contribute to it feeling pink, but also because it is very soft. And that's the Pierre Madenier, and this is a mini version by Maman Miyuki. If you've seen my channel before, you've seen this deck because it's one of my favorites. I carry this in my purse always. And the Pierre Madenier is known to be the softest historical in terms of the faces. They have the softest faces. And these are the backs. I don't know why some cards are turned around. Hold on. Okay. And I'm actually going to pick them up because if you can see, there are two bunnies here. So it has one tiny bunny here and one tiny bunny here. And as you can see from my hand, it is super tiny. It's like it really is a mini deck, which is why I carry it in this coin purse and in my bag. So pink bags, bunnies in the back, and soft faces, and also the art is very much like, it seems like colored pencils. I'm going to turn the cards around. Sorry, handling mini decks on screen is just very difficult. So here you might be able to see, so the kings maybe are not the best example for soft faces, but maybe if I find like a queen, so here maybe you can see she's almost smiling. It's a very soft face. And I don't know if you can see the quality of the drawing. I don't know what it's made out of, but it feels like color pencils. So it is a very soft deck. So I feel like in general, it is very soft, which is good because this is the one that I use most for personal readings because it's always in my purse. So I have used it in moments when I am maybe I'm at like an event or a social thing, maybe I'm like at a trip or with family or something. And again, if you've watched my channel before, you might know that I do have a, here you see a face too. I do have an illness which sometimes makes me have certain breakdowns, emotionally, and so it's very nice to have this one in my purse because it is so soft. And so sometimes I will be in public with like, I don't know, something, and I will need to do a reading, and because this one is very soft, it gives me the truth, but in a very gentle manner. So I really love it for that. And I love the bags, which are pink with bunnies. So that is the mini Mama and Miyuki, which is a redrawing of the Pierre Marinier. You have here Mama and Miyuki 2013. So this is out of print, but you can easily find it on eBay. The next deck also has a solid pink back, and it's actually a playing card deck, and it's this historical here. Oh, see, the back also has a pink. So it's cards. Where is it in English? Imperial deck of cards, France, 19th century, 1860s. And these I got at a used like a seller that sells vintage decks. Obviously this is like a reproduction, right? But I got this with a French seller, and actually if you look for it on eBay, there are multiple sellers that sell these like old style 19th century French playing cards. So it's actually not very, I don't think it's uncommon. So these are the bags, and this is a case of another deck that is very soft feeling because of the style and because of the color, because of the bags. It is vintage looking, and it is French, and so you have this style of pips, which are my favorite type of pips. So these are the aces. They have the like soft pencil drawing in the back. You have the pips, but let me find a court card. So these are the cards. So it's like very Pride and Prejudice, which makes it just gives it a very romantic feeling and a very soft, very pink feeling. So I actually really adore this set. So these are like the men, so you can see it is like Mr. Darcy. It is very Pride and Prejudice, the hearts. I love this would be like an enemies to lovers romance. Right, you have the hero and the heroine with the different pips, and they are the harsh pips, so it's like the spades and the clubs, which are like the harsh pips. So it's different and it's harsh, but it's joined by like multiple hearts, so this would be like an enemies to lovers story. So this is a perfect note to end. So as you can see, very romantic, very soft, and pink, which is what concerns us in this tag. And as I said, multiple sellers on Etsy and probably also eBay have this deck. You can check out the box, or if not, this one, a very similar one. Yeah, so that would be this one. What I love about playing card sets is that they are very easy to handle on camera because they are way less, fewer cards, so it's way easier to handle. Next, I'm going to show you one that is also very soft, also very adorable. Actually, it's super cute, and also historical. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to do that. Queen of Coins. Okay, so this is the Tarocco Napoleonico by Il Meneghello. Tarocco Napoleonico, Milano, 1809 by Il Meneghello, which I feel everyone knows in Il Meneghello at this point. Super awesome historical decks. So this one actually comes with the corners not rounded, but I rounded them because otherwise they are harder to handle. The backs are these very soft pink, but with texture. I don't know if you can see it on camera. The lighting might be also very weird. It's a very soft textured pink, and this I'm going to show you. So the cards, I don't think necessarily there is a lot of pink, but these have the best outfits in the court cards. So this is normal because it's a knight, but the pages have the best outfits. And I mean, you could say that it is kind of pinky in its undertones, and the characters are very cartoony, very cute. It's just, I do think it's the cutest one that I have. Look at this knight, and it's very adorable, very cartoon like, and yeah, obviously, you know, it's just a straight up classic pip deck, so very easy to read. You have the I love these Popes. I don't know if there's something about her, I just really love her and her outfit. And let me see if I can find court card outfit. So you have the Knight of Swords, the Queen of Swords, the Fool. I really love this Fool. It's just a really cute deck. This actually has I think one of my top Temperance cards, which, you know, is my favorite card. Oh, here is it. The sun is super beautiful. Okay, well, here is a page with a cute outfit. He's wearing a kilt, he's wearing socks. The hermit is also very nice. There was a plane that just flew. Oh, here is the temperance. Yay, I found it. This is the temperance card. I really love her red dress and the softness and as I said, just very cute, very soft. Definitely pink energy. You can see here the corners. That's how the corners come, where I rounded them. Okay, I don't know where I want to go next, but I think in contrast, yeah, okay, I'm going to show you something that contrasts, because in contrast with the decks I showed you that don't have pink in the front, but they have pink in the back, and they feel very pink energy. I'm going to show you two decks that have pink in the fronts, but don't feel pink, don't feel like pink energy, and they are actually decks that I didn't even think about until I was going through my decks, and I realized that those two have very evident pink. In one of them it's a pink suit, and in the other one it's just pink details in every card. But they don't feel pink, so I didn't even think about them. So that's like a interesting contrast. So I'm going to start with one that you have not seen before in my channel, at least because I've never showed it in my channel. I don't think it has a name precisely, it just says like revisited and redesigned by Frederick Agid, who I think is a tattoo artist. So when I bought it, the listing just said Tarot de Marseille revisité, so I just revisited Tarot de Marseille, and this one has pink elements in every card, but it doesn't feel pink. So these are the backs, and I think it's because of the blue backs and box, and I don't know why it's this blue, like this deep blue that feels very like for the logo of a hospital or very corporate. I don't know why they chose this specific blue. I don't think it goes with the fronts of the deck, and I think that's why it doesn't feel pink. And it's just like this, it's like black and white, but it has pops of color, and one of the colors that it has is this hot pink in every card, and then every person card has these cute hot pink cheeks. So there's not a lot of pink, but there are pink details, pink accents in every card. So like see in the pendu, the hanged one, you see the pink cheeks. Here's death. Let's see. No, death doesn't have the pink cheeks because it's dead. It's a skeleton. But you can see in the suits they have again the hot pink, and it's this blue, like this aqua blue. So I don't know why they chose that dark blue for the box and the bags. Now that I have it, I definitely do think it goes, but you know, because I'm used to it. And as you can see, it's not a Marseille properly, right? Like it's pips, and the courts and the triumphs are very Marseille, but the pips are not. So that's just the style, as I said, like pink accents in every card. Look at the sun, very cute, very beautiful, and yeah, it's just a cute deck. I do feel like pink lends itself for cute often. Not always, but often. So a lot of the decks that I have are just very cute. And yeah, let's leave here the devil. So this would be the Tarot de Marseille, revisité, revu, redessiné. I don't know what does it say here. Revu et dessiné. Just like revisited, reseen and designed and drawn by Frederic Agid. It's this blue box. If you like it, if you see it, it's this one. In fairness, it's very little pink, but it's pink. Now I'm going to show you one that has a whole suit that is hot pink. But again, the energy of the deck doesn't feel pink. And that one you have seen before. And it is the Minchiate di Marzo by Amparo Aguirre, I think. This is her shield, the logo type thing. And this one is super bright, super colorful. If you saw my favorite decks of favorite new purchases of last year, you have seen this one because it's definitely one of my favorite decks that I own. I have Meg to thank for this deck because she actually sent me a publication, like an Instagram publication by Amparo when she was drawing this deck. And so I followed the creation and I was super excited. I backed it immediately. So thank you, Meg, because without her I wouldn't have known about this one, and I am obsessed. So as you see, the edges are blue and the backs are red, and it's very colorful, but in like bright colorful way, so it doesn't feel pink. But hold on, because the entire cup suit is hot pink. So let me find some cups. This is one of my favorite, if not my favorite star card. I think Minchiate has my favorite star card because it's one of the Magi. But this one I really adore. It's very inspired, I think, by the Fiorentine Minchiate. So here you can see a pink background and there's cups. So I'm going to leave the cups here. The Knight of Cups, also pink, and as you can see, it's like a different pink. It's very colorful. It's an entire suit of pink cards with different ranges of pink. So here you have another one, right? So it's like this it's getting more bright, less pastel. Here is the ace. See, like super hot pink. Is it coming across pink on camera? I don't know, but it's super hot pink. And then you have the more pastel in the courts. So as I said, the entire, I always make a mess with my cards, you know it if you've seen my videos. The entire cup suit is pink, and some other cards like this one. I think this one is a water, maybe, I'm not sure. The background is pink. I'm still learning Minchiate, so I don't always anyway. So here another super hot pink, another pink with orange pink. So this is the Minchiate di Marzo by Amparo. I think she sells them in her website now, but they are double what they cost in Kickstarter. So I'm super glad I got it in the Kickstarter, because in her website currently they are double the price than I got it on Kickstarter. So I'm just, again, thank you, Meg, for telling me about this. Look at the hangman. His face is super pink. All the blood has come down to to the bottom. I don't know if it's either funny or dark, and super. I think this is the most hot pink that we have seen. Since we have done historical decks, I'm going to show you another historical facsimile. That this one is by Patrick Valenza, and then I'm going to move on to other three mass market decks. Yeah, so this one I have in this pouch because sadly I threw away the talk box, and I don't know why I did that. Sometimes I just get impulses and throw away stuff and then regret it. And I actually bought this one because of the color combination. So if you see the backs don't have pink at all, right? But the fronts have a very pink color combination. It's coming across in camera. I don't know how the lighting is. Oh yeah, you can see it. So here I'm going to put it down. And as you can see, the pink is everywhere, and I just really like it because I thought it's unusual for like a historical facsimile. Although maybe not so much, because I do think that Italian decks tend to have more pink because I don't know, they are just cooler when it comes to art. Although I will say that when it comes to Renaissance art, I'm partial to the Northern Germanic, but when it comes to tarot, classical tarot, my favorite ones are the Italians. I bought this one because of the colorway and because it's a facsimile. I think this is the first facsimile that I bought. This is by Patrick Valenza, and it's the Edoardo Dotti. I don't remember if I mentioned that. It's the Edoardo Dotti, again from Milan, also from the 19th century also. There are several Dotti versions. I actually have three Dotti tarots, but this is the pink one that I have, and here you can see Edoardo Dotti Milano, and the corners are not rounded, but we rounded them here because it's easier to handle. Okay, so I actually have a lot more that I could show you, but I'm going to end with either 2 or 3 mass market decks depending on time. So not to tease you, but you know, there will be another opportunity to show more decks. So one of the ones that I had, for instance, was the Taroki Mr. Freeborg, which I feel like a lot of people have shown, so like you're not missing anything. The Soprafino by Il Meneghello, which a lot of people have, so you are not missing anything. So I'm going to finish with 3 mass market decks, or 2 depending on the time, and also there are a lot of planes flying today because there is going to be a parade, and it's just not ideal for filming. So I'm going to hurry up with the mass market ones I have, and the first one that I'm going to show you is actually, I think, my favorite Soprafino style. I don't think this is necessarily the Soprafino, I'm not sure. Maybe it is, I'm not sure. These are engravings by Carlo della Rocca, and this is the mini Il Meneghello. I mean, Lo Scarabeo. And, you know, funnily enough, I do have some more expensive indie versions of it, like the Soprafino from Il Meneghello, and this is actually my favorite. I actually bought this one because of the pink undertone. I don't know if you will see it on camera. Every card has pink elements. The pink outfits, hot pink. See, pink in every outfit. But then also in general, it has like a pink undertone, like a pink vibe. See, like the batons, they have pink in every card. I don't know if it does have a pink undertone or if it is that every card has pink. And so it feels very pink. I was curious about this one, but I wasn't sure if I was going to buy it. And then I saw Marilyn at Tarot Clarity. She did her review of this deck and she mentioned the pink. And when she showed it, you can see on camera the pink. And that's what convinced me to get it. And I'm so glad I did, because it is one of my favorite decks that I have. As I said, it's ironic that, you buy the fancy artisanal decks because you think they are going to be like the most beautiful, and then you buy something like this, which is not only mass market but a mini, and it turns out that this is super beautiful and one of the most beautiful things you have. So it's just crazy how that works sometimes. So this is the classic tarot mini edition by Los Craveo. So the next one is, everyone knows this, is the Maria Celia, which actually I think is more as purple than pink, but I do feel like pink can be like a spectrum, So you have like from pink to purple, and I feel like this shows that spectrum. And the backs are more reddish pinky than purpley, and the fronts are more purpley pinky than straight up pink. Can you hear the alarm? I'm telling you, there's like planes, there's alarms, there's just so much racket going on because of the parade. And it's not even today, the parade is tomorrow. They're just practicing. It's like, why? Anyway, so these are the bags. This is also one of my favorite mass market decks. These are the bags I adore. These are one of my favorite bags in my collection. And they are like reddish wine pink spectrum. And then the fronts are very purpley, but as I said, it's like from pink to purple. Like you could I feel like you could see this is more purple, right? Like these two are more purple, but then this one here, if you compare, this one is more pink. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to wrap it up, guys, because there's just so many planes going by. So purple and pink, I think, but this doesn't feel pink energy to me, but I had to show it because it's just fun to show decks with tags. And as I said, I wanted to show even more decks, but like I don't have a lot of time left, and I could do it if it wasn't for the planes, because I have to stop filming every time a plane goes by. So this is the Maria Celia. And okay, so I think to finish, I'm going to show you just the box of one that has a lot of pink in the box. Very cool. But then when you open it, no card has pink. I think literally not one single card has pink in it. Like, I don't mind it because I love the deck, but it's just interesting. But I wanted to show you that one because I've shown I've showed you different types of, like, decks that have pink in the front but not in the back, decks that have pink in the back but not in the front. So to end, I'm going to show you this one, the box of this one Tarocchi della Fortuna by Del Vecchi, which is a mass market Italian company. I've always seen people from the US or from Europe that are buying from Amazons from other countries, and here it's very expensive because of the shipping, but you can find some products from other countries in Amazon Mexico, but they are super expensive. And then one day, out of curiosity, I think it was Black Friday, and I thought, okay, just like out of curiosity, I'm going to check my deck wish list, and the decks that were from Italy and France were being sold for prices like regular prices. So I took advantage and I bought some French decks and some Italian decks, and this is one of them. And as you can see, the box has just hot pink, and this is actually the design of the Wheel of Fortune, but inside it's not these colors. So it's this design but not these colors. And if you Google this deck, you will find different color boxes. So I maybe they did like different color boxes, and that's like part of the design. But as I said, like, the color in the box has nothing to do with the color of the cards inside. So just to give you a peek, I will show you the cards that are in the back of the box. This is my favorite Lovers card. I want to scan this and print it out for my to hang it in my room. And this one, I also love the Sun card. They also have a lot of blues and deep blue, deep red, deep gold. So I'm just going to tease you with these cards. I'm not going to show you the actual deck because I can feel another plane coming. But what I'm going to do, okay, never mind, I'll explain to you when I do the video. There was another plane and I just got a message that I'm running out of battery. So I'm just, I'll leave it at that. Here you go, pretty pink box for the end of the video. I will see you soon with another bookish video, but I also want to do tarot videos. I wanted to ask you a dilemma that I have, because I kind of want to open a separate tarot channel, but I don't know if I should, but I don't have time to ask you my dilemma. So if you have thoughts about it, put it in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you soon with another video. In the meantime, I wish you happy reading, whether it's reading cards, reading books, whatever type of reading you like.